So what's up guys, my name's Hollowatts. I'm making a tutorial for all of the DJs that are new to the scene or new to making their own branding. One of the more valuable 3D assets I provide for people is the 360 3D logo. And so instead of everybody coming to ask me to make one for them, I'm going to show you how to make one for yourself. Because either that'll save you some money or you can expand on your vision because you're just learning a few details to get you started on some of your own personal marketing. So I'm starting out in Inkscape because it's free and I'm going to show you free tools. I feel like when I was growing up and when I was in high school and middle school, it would have been really nice to have tutorials and know how to use all these free tools. I would have gotten a head start doing all of the stuff that I love to do on a regular basis if I had been able to start sooner using the free tools. So I'm going to show you guys how to use free stuff. We're using Inkscape. I'm about to import a few images. We're going to trace out our logo. We're going to export our logo once it's finished as an SVG and bring that into Blender. We're going to extrude the SVG and convert it to a mesh, and then we're gonna edit the mesh just a little bit to make it a little bit prettier for the lighting, and then we're gonna render it out and you're gonna have a 360 3D logo of your own stuff. So let's get started. Okay, file. I think I can just drag and drop them in, so let's just try that first. Look how freaking nice technology is. Isn't that awesome? So all you have to do is drag and drop them in. Holding control to zoom in and out. Really, at the end of the day, if you're ever using a new software, you can pretty much just see what the control and alt keys do and go from there. Alright, once you're happy, you save it as an SVG. Okay, this is the Lumion logo rough draft. Save. Okay, now we go into Blender. Okay, so I'm just gonna open up Blender. Okay, it's gonna give us a new scene and we're gonna delete the cube as usual. File, import, SVG. What do you know? Go to your thing, import it. You're gonna have your thing in the software. Look at that. It's really cool. I like to center things up. So we're gonna click origins and then we're gonna move this into the eyeball and then we're gonna zero it out again. Pretty good, I would say. Pretty good. Alright. Origin 0. Yours is gonna be different, but that's okay. Okay. Got 3 objects, really not too complicated. I'm gonna rotate this. So it's not really necessary, but I'm gonna rotate it because when I put the camera in here, I'm gonna hit Shift A and put the camera in here. I'm gonna zero all that out. I'm gonna hit R and rotate it and lock it to this axis. 90 degrees, pull it, hit G, lock it to the green axis, pull it back, maybe shrink it up. So it's focused on our thing. maybe scoot it back some so we can actually see all of it. Okay, now we got that. What are we gonna do with this? We're just gonna rotate this. Why didn't we just use After Effects? So we gotta extrude it, but convert to mesh. Okay, and you're gonna have this, and you're just gonna hit E and extrude it. Okay, that's all fun and good. You've got some going on. How do I get what I want? I really just want these lines participate. Origin is gonna move here while I do this one extrusion, because everything's that's just what I'm gonna do. That's fine with me. Like, that's fine with me. That's all I really wanted. So we're gonna use this. Alright. And I don't even think I'm gonna redo all that. I'm just gonna duplicate and rotate. Okay, we got what we wanted finally. You got what you wanted. I'm gonna create an empty. Okay. We're gonna keyframe this empty from from 0. Okay, that's on 1 right now. I want that keyframe on 0. And then we're gonna go to 250. And this is gonna be 360. We're gonna hit keyframe. Okay, I'm gonna clear these out. Alright. And then if you click on this line right here, right now the rotation is like speeding up and slowing down with an easing curve, so we're gonna get rid of that. So I'm just gonna hit A to select both keyframes, or you can highlight them. And then you get interpolation, linear, and then you get your seamless loop, right? So now we have a perfect loop. All we gotta do is take our object and put it inside the loop. Okay. It looks like it made a folder for my SVG. And if I just drag this inside of that, you see how it says control to link, shift to parent? I'm going to hold shift as I put it inside of the empty. And then now it'll rotate with the scene. Okay. So that was all of that was the hard part. Alright, and that's what's cool is all of that was the hard part. Now we get to do the fun part and shade it. So I'm going to add like a sunlight. You can rotate around the light. Okay. Want some light on it, on our subject. I'm going to add another sunlight, and this one's probably just going to be some backlighting for the rim lighting. Okay, the lighting's a little bit better, right? We're getting things locked in. I like using area lights. They add a nice flare. And honestly, lots of lighting is gonna be beneficial. Okay. So now as it's rotating, you're catching some of those lights. I'm gonna edit this material a little bit and see what we can get. So right now we just got that SVG material. I'm gonna delete it and add a new one. Okay. Metal textures are always sick. If you want to add some noise, you can just add some noise, dude. It's not that complicated. Control T and you'll get more stuff. I'm not going to go into all that right now. You can figure all that out. So you see all the spots. I don't really know if I want it to be like that gross. And then also I'm going to Shift A and we're going to add a color ramp. And that's going to tighten up our roughness. And then I think we're going to stretch it one direction so it looks like some scratches. And then I think we're actually going to just duplicate that whole thing and plug it into a mix shader. And then we can change the direction of the scratches to be both directions. It almost looks like some parts, some machining parts. We're just making a cool texture right now. It's not that complicated. Okay, I just wanted something to look nice and shiny. Okay. You can turn on ray tracing if you want. I don't know if I really recommend it. Because it's got options. It's got screen trace. And light probe is useful, but screen trace can be a little bit, I don't know, it just kind of messes things up sometimes. Okay, we're going to go down to film and hit transparent. And that's going to give us our, like, dude, you're freaking done now. That's it. That's all you have to do. So I'm going to render this as a PNG sequence, and then I'll have my video. So you basically just pick where you want it to go. I'm going to make a new folder just for it. Lumion logo 360 or 360 logo. Okay, and then all the files are going to be there. Lumion 360 logo. Accept. And yeah, you just render it, and it should be really fast because it's Eevee. It should render that shit in basically real time. I want more lights though on the subject. Make sure you turn off the stuff that's hidden.